All right, here we go. Chase, welcome to Paldea.
Great to be here. Thanks for having me.
We're Daft Punk. We're better, faster, harder, stronger.
Yeah, I saw you wearing the gold space helmet, and I went, I have one of those. I can do that. Let's do the Spider-Man meme together.
Yes. Red and purple, red and purple. This is, let's see, it's been a week, right? It's been 1 week.
Exactly.
Since you've talked to me, cocked your head to the side and said I'm crazy. We're back in Paldea. I think it's safe to say probably for the last time together in 2022. And
yeah, on these streams anyway. Yeah.
Yes. We are both at this point in time through the main story, so anybody in the game or watching our game tonight, just know that you're gonna see a lot of in-game shit, late game Pokemon.
Like I'm coming from Scarlet, and you see this purple thing flying around me. Well,
yeah,
that's hard to get.
That's hard to get unless you got a good friend with Violet.
Absolutely.
Yeah, so Chase and I have done all the version exclusives. We've passed those back and forth to one another. Let me make sure our audio's coming through.
It is. I checked. I don't know about the game audio, but we're sounding good.
I cranked it up a little bit.
Okay.
With that being said, we've got most of these things done. I think Chase, you said you're hovering around 300 caught. Let me see if it gives me. I've got 283 caught. So there's 400. I'm feeling pretty good about where I'm at. There's some easy things I could probably pick up here and there, but we're gonna do some raids tonight. We might explore into some depths and try and get a few more rare things if needed, but for the most part, we're just gonna be hanging out, catching some Pokemon, fighting some Pokemon, looking for some big raid battles, and that should be a good time. This is interesting, man. Like, I don't know what it is, if it's like when we're playing together, but like there's Pokemon that are like hanging out in areas that should not be in areas that I would expect them to be in.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
Like I just ran into an Axew. I'm not sure if that's supposed to be here or not.
I'm gonna go up here and see what this raid is. It might be Yearstone.
Yep. I'll come with you just in case. Oh, there's Flareon just hanging out.
That is Chase's crystal.
All right, I'll go touch it. It's a 4-star Lycanroc Knight raid with Dragon. What do you think?
Yeah, let's do it.
Okay.
We'll kick this. Let's light this candle. Oh shit. There we go. Man, going back and forth between controls. God, I hate it. Like, B is A is B. Just fucks me up so much.
Well, I imagine that's because you use an Xbox controller.
Not true.
Well, okay, that thing that still has the Xbox button layout.
Does not.
Then what's your problem?
I've been going to other games and playing other games that require the input to be a certain way.
Okay. Because I've just been playing PlayStation and Switch, so at this point I have never had to worry about my X and Y's being flipped. At this point, nobody ever asks.
I just want it to be universal. I'll die on that hill.
That's a fine hill to die on. You'll find no...
Make them all the same, you jerks.
That's... Yeah, I don't think you want that taken out of context.
I want my face buttons to be the same regardless of where I'm picking up and playing. The more I have spent time with their gimmicky version battle thing. I don't know how much I like Terra stuff. I have not had it benefit me in a big way.
You mean the terrestrializing feature or the raid battles themselves? What are you talking about exactly when you say that?
The feature.
The terrestrializing.
Yes.
The gimmick thing. Yeah, I mean, I think most of it is still just because we don't play competitive battles. Mm-hmm. I think there's definitely a group out there that is way more excited about terrestrializing than we are. I think I did make a mistake last week though when I said you couldn't change the type of your Terra type. You can. When you do these battles, you get these shards.
Oh, you can pick this up in the one area too.
Yeah, and I think you can use the shards to pick the Terra type.
Okay, that makes sense.
Which is a lot better than trying to constantly get do these raids to get the exact right Pokemon with the exact right Terra type.
I feel like the way to do it is to give yourself a type advantage against what you'd be weak to. That seems like this.
And for me, like, I've mostly been doing the Terra raids of types that have immunities. Like, you're not going to see me doing a raid, like, not generally, doing a raid for, like, fire type. Because what does switching to fire type really get you? Well, not all that much. But if I can switch to fairy, then that's great against all the dragons. Or if I can switch to flying, that'd be a really nice one to have on basically anybody. So I've been finding myself going, oh, there's a raid battle of a specific type. That's the type that I want. Whatever the Pokemon is, I'm sure it'll be fine. But it seems like all of this is pointless because you can just change the types to whatever you want.
So you're just looking on the map then, and you're looking for, I guess.
I mean, if I'm being honest, I don't really do many of these raids anyway. Yeah. It's not that important to me. So, but if I were to have a plan around this, that is what I would be going with.
Okay, fair. Well, I can do and go anywhere for these raids, so
sure. Yeah.
What did I just
kind of run around?
Little pup.
I see you're using one of the new Paradox Pokemon.
Oh yeah, Iron Thorns. A real bad name for a really cool Pokemon.
Yeah, I think these are the coolest things in the game.
The Paradox?
Yeah, name notwithstanding, I think this is a good middle ground to, hey, we're not going to give you the Mega Evolutions you want, but here's something that approximates Mega Evolutions for you.
Yeah, for sure. I do like the look of them, especially like knowing the A and B side for the versions, like past and future. I think that's really cool. It makes it even more worthwhile from like a version exclusivity standpoint to really try and get that taken care of. And I did see, like, I've done a few of the Wonder trades, and I've had a few pop up that were not from Scarlet, but I've definitely had people who were sharing from Violet, which I don't know how that works. I don't know if it's like limiting you to only Wonder trading with people from your.
I don't think it does. I think you Wonder trade with anybody.
Okay, I that's what I was hoping for. But yeah. I don't know what type this is. Is that?
I found a 5-star Gyarados Ice Raid. That's I'm looking at yours. That's an Ice Skew with a Steel type.
Yeah, let me back out of this.
I found 4-star and under to be stupid easy, and I found 5-star and above to be ridiculously hard for the most part.
It sucks. Where are you at, by the way?
I mean, it doesn't matter. I can just hit the thing and it'll give you the notification,
okay.
right?
Yeah, let's do that.
All right.
Yeah, 5-stars suck, man. I've had a hell of a go with those. Let's see here. You said this is what type?
It's an ice type.
Okay, so fire, probably.
Well, it is a Gyarados, so it probably still has water moves.
Yeah,
I would say fighting is probably your best option here.
Okay. A fighting type, eh? I think I know what I'll bring to the party.
Okay, I was thinking about maybe oh, you could do steel too. That would be an option. I think my Annihilate is probably the best thing I've got.
I'm gonna bring my Iron Hands to this party.
Seems like a good call. I actually don't like my fighting moves on Annihilate. Who else do I have?
I don't know how you feel about this, but I recall Sword and Shield. I remember there was just constantly raids popping up that you could join. I felt like there was a lot more of those than there are here now.
Yeah, but they were all in one space.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like I would go into it, you could search for raids. And you can do that here, I suppose.
Yeah, you can do that here. Like this is open. People can join in if they so choose. Anybody in the world is on some list, so we might even wait the minute and a half.
Yeah,
because I'm not confident that 2 player-controlled people can take out a 5-star raid.
No, I don't think that's the case at all.
Although I will say I think I've said this before, but the AI-controlled people for these raids are way better than they were in Sword and Shield. You had really idiot AI that would use like Helping Hand or Baton Pass when it wasn't actually doing anything. Whereas now it feels like they're at least using useful moves and occasionally even have useful typings and Pokemon that make some sense to some of these things.
Very random, but I just had an alert on my phone that reminded me about something. I have recently, so I remember in the early 2010s, RSS readers and read later services were really popular. And I tried a handful of them, and I felt like most of that service got built and baked into other like standard OSs across the board, and it became, I was always pretty much like a closed ecosystem with Apple also, but now I have diversified what I use for technology quite a bit, but I do use an iPhone still, and there are certain things that I want specifically while I come back to my PC. And so I've been, over the last 2 years, moving more towards universal services, and recently I have dusted off Pocket, which was one of my favorites from the early days.
I got a Pocket right here.
Oh, well, yeah. This year's have links of downloads and other things there for me to use.
I mean, it is analog.
Fair.
So, all right, let's go fight this thing.
So my question would be, do you currently have you ever used anything like that, like a read later service or bookmarking service?
I haven't, but I'll tell you one thing: if this whole Twitter thing doesn't work out, I might be moving towards something like that to try to just keep in touch with anything. Yeah,
I've realized over the last several weeks in the post Elon Twitter that I've relied on Twitter for basically a touch point for all of my news and breaking events. So yeah, I can tell you that I have been putting a lot more time into Hive, and I've been watching their updates. It's really sad. Like, they've been completely shadow banned and blacklisted on Twitter, but they've got some big updates.
Why do you think that is?
Because there's a fucking man-child running the show over there.
Yeah. Speaking of Hi Potato, that was mean. That was mean. Hi Potato, it's great to have you here.
Hey, Potato, what's happening? But yeah, I've moved over. I mean, I've set up stuff on Hive for myself and for the casual hour. And in the event that things continue to spiral downwards on Twitter, I'll probably start to put more effort there. But I can tell you what's been really neat so far has been Hive is busted. It's not technically great. It's got potential for sure. It's got the best bones out of any replacement for Twitter I've seen. But it feels really good to be on a social platform that is not dictating what I see based off of an algorithm at this point. Who knows what that looks like in the future, but it is nice.
We gonna beat this thing?
No, because it sucks. Let me
I don't know. We got a chance.
Yeah,
Like once we break its terrestrialized form here in a second, I think we'll have a better shot. But the time is ticking down.
Potato, this is a 5-star raid.
Out.
Aquatail. God damn it. Just one hit in me. It's too bad. And anytime you pass out, yeah, we're not going to get this one. I might try. I mean, we can try it again. I'll probably use a different Pokemon. Good old Iron Hands.
I mean, it's not finishing yet.
What? Whoa! Did we get it?
I don't know. I think this has also been kind of buggy. I guess we got it. This has also been kind of buggy with the timer. Sometimes it's shown like the timer completely gone, and then
weird.
And then it still lets you get an extra turn or two in.
But yeah, Potato, you can definitely join up with us.
Sure, that'd be great. Also, I don't know about you. I've never not caught something from one of these raids.
Yeah, I grabbed an Ultra Ball this time just to be safe with it being 5-star, but I have not had anything.
I went with the Pokeball. We'll see. I don't need this Gyarados. It'd be nice to have, but we'll see.
Yes, I will. I'll head back to a Poke Center and I'll open this up for us again. What's an ability capsule do?
I think those go with your the Paradox Pokemon.
Got it.
I think they use the ability capsule to. I think they have like some overpowered abilities or something, but I don't know. I haven't dealt with any of that stuff yet.
I haven't checked the Pokemon that you gave me from your version, but I did notice that I don't think you can breed the
you can't breed any of the Paradoxes. No.
Yeah. All right, I'm going to fly to the spot. No, Potato, you're totally fine. This is great. I'm gonna get everybody in here right now. Chase, it'll probably disband you.
Okay.
Man, I'm so pumped. I found a website. I don't know why I found a website. The website is called, let me pull this up really quick while we're doing that. The website is steamdeckhq.com, and they do a really awesome service. Potato, it is 5XWC8E. They tell you what are the optimal settings for each game to play in the Steam Deck. and so you can go in and tweak things down and get a really better experience out of it. And it's pretty cool. And they'll also give their own rating for games, even if they're like great on Steam Deck. They'll let you know like, hey, these games play better than others, and I find it to be very helpful.
That's cool.
Yeah.
All right, let me look at this code. WC8E.
Potato, any updates? I know that you're typing, so I'm not trying to disrupt you here. Any updates on your PC or your computer? I don't know if you said it was a PC or not. I'm assuming so. All right, let's set out together. Oh, awesome. So you got it all fixed, warranty, all that stuff took care of it?
We've definitely had a little bit of trouble with warranties and parts, haven't we, Bobby?
Oh boy. Is everything, have you gotten
I've not gotten a replacement capture card yet.
okay. Wait.
I don't know if they just refunded the last one and I'm supposed to buy another, or if they were sending me a replacement.
Dang. The boyfriend came through.
Nice.
Heck yes. That's the way to go. Congrats. So Potato, if there's anything that you need help with, anything that you want to do, let us know. We are going to just do some raids.
Not much we can help with the way this game silos off everything, true. But
we were just going to knock out some raids tonight, if that was cool with you.
Yeah.
Man, Omen, that's awesome. So I guess the gabagool, as I call it, is just the Korok seeds of Scarlet and Violet.
Pretty much.
Yeah, seems to be.
It's a pain in the ass to get. I think I'm at about 400 of those coins, and you need to have 9.99.
Ooh.
Yeah. But I mean, for the most part, they're relatively easy to figure out where to find. It's places that are high up, or it's little corners of things. It's not too terribly difficult. It's just pain in the ass.
The other thing, I get it. Like, it's cool that we're all playing together. I wish there was a way that I could see, like, on the map, like, hey, that's going to be one of your crystals, so I could go.
Yeah, that is and
make it a little bit easier for us. I've been watching some clips of people who have modded this on PC. That one today that I saw with the 60 frames, it was really nice looking.
It is, but would it make the game better? Really?
No. It would help, but it's not. That's one thing that would absolutely help out here, but it's not the main problem. There's some optimization stuff that would be cool, but I don't think that'll happen. I don't even think Bayonetta runs at 60.
I'm not sure. I think Bayonetta 2 does, but I don't know about 3.
And Potato, I agree. Potato says the game is still too empty. I would like it to be a bit more lively as well. That would be cool. Let's see what this one is. I bet you this one's not mine. We'll find out though. Okay, that's Potatoes. I wish there was a way to drop a pin.
Yeah. Just fighting this mass outbreak of Buizels.
Damn.
Because they're good for some TMs that I'm looking to get.
Have you been messing around with the TMs a lot?
A little bit. For the most part, I found that I can just find them in the world more than I need to use them. Yeah. But there's some really good ones that require very specific kinds of Pokemon to get the materials for.
Oh, I need one of these.
So that's been kind of annoying. Like, I need to find a bunch of Pachirisu, because that's how I can get Thunderbolt.
Pachirisu.
Yeah. I don't know where to find Pachirisu. I mean, I could look it up, but I don't care that much.
Okay. Level 4 Houndour.
Hey, nice.
Now we're
Need one
talking.
of those.
Oh. I don't think I knew that. Potato says if you go to your Pokedex, it'll show you the area that they're in.
Yeah. Yeah, you can go to the Pokedex and you can hit the plus button. That's for habitat.
Nice.
And it shows you general spaces on the map where they show up.
Very cool. Sorry, little buddy. Didn't want to. I'm gonna have to hurt you bad. I'm charging up my power even just to make a point.
I've got a 4-star Raichu raid here.
I'll do that.
Okay.
Let
Let me know when you're ready to
finish
go.
this wild charge. Take that, you level 3 Houndour. God.
Wow. Feel like a big man now.
Feel real good about myself. I got 1 XP for all my party. I'm good to go whenever you want to fire that up, by the way.
Okay. I'm setting the challenge now.
Okay.
It's a ground type,
Hang on. Get in there.
but
Get
it
off
is
the
a
wall.
Raichu.
Can you send it again? I'm stuck on a wall.
Sure.
I can't get off this wall. God damn it. All right. Sorry.
All right. Are we good now?
Maybe. I hope.
Okay. Potato didn't seem to have a problem getting in, but
Well,
all right. It's been set again.
ground type.
It is a ground type Raichu, so I don't really know what you'd want to use on it. Ice, I guess.
Ice baby.
Grass. Grass would probably be really good.
I'll do some grass.
I don't think I've got anything that's. Well, I guess I have.
Is there a way to open those raid postings? Potato
I'm
asks.
sure I know what you mean on that.
Like after the fact?
I mean, if you're not in, I can cancel and get you back in. No. Yeah, I don't think you can.
Oh, yeah, I see what you're saying. Like,
We could set like a link code, but that's. I don't know. Yeah, I don't think there's a way to pull up those notifications.
yeah, this is the only way that I can see it. Oh, I can check for new postings when I'm here. This is the, hang on a second. This is the battle search. Huh. Let me know when you send it again, Chase.
I did.
I was in there. It said there was no posting found. Well, I mean, I had it pulled up, but I couldn't go into it.
Okay, I'll cancel. Potato just joined. All right, we're gonna get this. We're gonna get it right. All right,
Thanks,
I've canceled
Nintendo.
it. I'm doing this one more time. I'm doing this in 5 seconds.
Okay, I'm
4,
ready for it.
3, 2, 1. All right, let's raid. Let's get this Raichu.
Okay, I'm communicating.
Okay,
I'm going to be
that's
joining.
good. Communication is good. It's a good tool. Potato is in. Bobby is in. You're good.
I'm going to get my magic cat. Give me a second.
Okay. All right. I feel confident about this team that we've got put together.
Yeah, I think this Raichu is going to have a pretty shit time, based off what I'm seeing here.
Got this gross slug.
Yeah, it's pretty gross, isn't it? That's the only one of those that I've gotten, by the way.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
I don't particularly like any of them. Design wise.
Yeah, they're very different for everything else that's happening in the game. All right. You asked for it. You're going to get... Oh, I can't even go. Son of a bitch. Enjoy the flower trick. Anytime I see this ground type, I just immediately think that this is like the most ridiculous bicycle helmet I've ever seen in my life. Every time. You know, I think a Lowland Raichu is pretty fucking good.
Yeah.
Surfing Raichu, pretty awesome.
Mm-hmm.
Mega Evolutions were the best, weren't they?
I mean, for us, for a casual player, yes, they're just cool.
Yes.
We talk about this a lot, but they didn't work as well for competitive.
Correct.
Because you knew which Pokemon were going to be the ones that could Mega Evolve.
Yep.
And you knew which ones weren't, and so you kind of knew how to play around it.
Yep.
Some of the Mega Evolution mechanics were really, really broken. Yeah, I like it. I like seeing new forms of the same things I have, of the things I know and love.
Yeah, for sure.
But I get why they never went back to that well. I didn't like Z moves nearly as much.
That was Sun and Moon, right?
That was Sun and Moon, where I mean, yeah, it's cool that they had their little animations with them, but it felt like a one-trick pony. And then Dynamaxing, I thought was close. Like Dynamaxing itself, I thought was kind of lame, but Gigantamaxing, the ones where it were special forms, where it kind of felt like Mega Evolution again.
Yeah,
that was cool, but still had some problems. And you couldn't Dynamax all the time. You couldn't Dynamax out in the world. You could only Dynamax in certain spots and certain kinds of battles.
And not everybody could at the same time.
Right.
I did like the change, and it made sense too. Like they were really going for like the big stadium, and I thought that was cool. This, I think, makes a lot more sense in game now, like kind of knowing how things played out in Paldea.
Mm-hmm.
But I and you and I talked about it. I'll just call it out again. I think this is, I mean, I have issues, severe issues with this game. Like I don't even know if I would say I like this game, but I do think that the stories that they told in this game are really well done. Yeah.
Yeah, I think this is one of the better Pokemon games in terms of story.
Agreed.
I mean, it still has things I would consider faults.
Yeah.
I wish it had more conflict to it, especially in the opposing team. I think Team Star is, while I like the story that they tell with that, I think the idea that, hey, this is the bad team, and it turns out actually they're not bad at all. In fact, they're actually really good. It just feels like this is a place kind of devoid of conflict, where I would like to see a Team Rocket trying to steal people's Pokemon. Like, just I want to have something I can fight against.
What's been the worst team?
There are ones I dislike for different reasons. Like I think the design of a lot of Team Skull from Sun and Moon, I think a lot of that design is pretty lame.
Yeah.
I think some of them are pretty good though in there, so I don't want to write it off completely.
Potato calls out the asshole rivals. I agree. I miss not being able to name my rival Johnny. That really sucks.
Yeah, I miss a rival that actually picks the Pokemon that's better than yours.
Yes.
I think it's incredibly lame that now the rivals just go, oh well, I'll get the one that lets you win easy.
Yeah,
for
sure.
That sucks.
There's a few spots over by me right now that I'm gonna see if we can get in for a raid.
Okay.
Huh. Don't have you. I soon will though.
What's that? Oh, a Shellos.
Shellos.
I've only seen the. I think that one's the Eastern Sea one.
I think so.
So I guess I should go more to the Western Sea if I want to find the other ones. But
I need to switch out. Forgot that my Baxcalibur has false swipe, so I need to get that back out here.
What a great move!
It's arguably the most important move in this game, in my opinion.
Yep.
Let me move him back.
I just need one that hits ghosts.
Yes, absolutely.
Because Drifloon was one of the version exclusives that I had to get you, and my worry was, okay, well I know I can find another Drifloon easy, but the problem is all the Drifloon are like level 12.
Oh yeah,
and
just crush them.
And I'm gonna murder them with my level 60 plus Pokemon at this point. And so I'm like, well, I'm sure I can figure out something and it'll be fine, but like if I give Bobby this one, when am I gonna be able to get another one? And I found one and I used a quick ball and it worked out just fine. It was no problem. But yeah, it was like, I just wish false swipe would work on this thing.
Have you done like much shiny hunting at all?
No, none.
Yeah.
In fact, I think this game would be incredibly hard to shiny hunt in. I mean, I know people are doing it, but having the Pokemon bounce in and out of existence as quickly as these do,
yeah, and
that just seems like a nightmare.
As Potato called out, and as we said earlier, the optimization, the way that it's happening right now, it would be too easy to lose them.
Yeah, and some of these, also just some of these. Oh, do I not have a Wingull? I don't think I have a Wingull.
Oh, a little pooper.
Some of these shinies, though, are not that much different than the regular versions, and it would be really hard to tell if I'm actually getting a shiny or not.
I also wonder if there's shiny paradox Pokemon.
I'm pretty sure there are. I can go to the old Cerebi.net and confirm that for you, but I'm almost positive.
Let's see. Any raid stuff that y'all are seeing on your sides?
Not at the moment.
I think there's a few up here to the left of where I'm at right now. Let me head that way. There's two over this way.
Yeah, there are shiny versions of the paradoxes.
Cool. I do wish that they were a bit clearer at the beginning on like what you get for doing these things. What I mean by that is I think that traversal felt pretty bad when I first started this game. And obviously like they want you to explore a lot of the missions, but if they'd be like, hey, doing this will increase your abilities with your legendary, this is going to get you TM stuff, etc., etc.
Yeah, I mean the gym, we're familiar with gyms saying, okay, well now Pokemon of this level will obey you, so that part made sense to me that stayed like that. But you're right, it would be it was, I mean, it was kind of a nice surprise for me of, oh, look, my Koraidon can now dash. Isn't that cool? What a neat thing compared to what it did before. But you're right. Like I think if it had outlined a little bit more of, hey, your shit's gonna get better if you do this.
Yeah. Potato found out how to do a portal. How do you do that? And also, I've got a 5-star here. Do either one of you want to do this one?
Yeah, I'll do a 5-star Dark Greedent, it looks like.
Yeah. Challenge as a group. What do we think would be the best against this dude?
Fighting.
All right. Maybe I do another Iron Hands attempt here. I think that might be the way to go. Yeah, we're gonna do that. Press X, poke portal, then Terra Raid, and it'll show the posting if you missed it. Ah, that's good to know.
Nice. I really love. I don't 100% love the design, but I really love King Gambit. I was telling you this before we got on stream, but I have one with the ability Defiant, which says whenever any stat of mine gets lowered, my attack sharply rises. So if somebody tries to use like a growl on me, I go, oh, you think you're gonna take me one stage down in attack? Actually, now I'm one stage up in attack.
The same as my final form.
How dare you? And that stuff is very good.
All right, you little chippy monk. Well, actually, it's more of a squirrel. Don't mind me and my lazily named Pokemon. What do you think we should call this guy? I don't know. He's got those big old iron hands. You genius. You're an absolute genius, I say.
I guess I could see it from like if you're an archaeologist kind of thing, maybe you give something a nickname until it gets a more formal name. But yeah, I think there's something just kind of lame.
Man, that tree that Sarah and I got smells so good. Our whole house smells great. Great.
Oh, there it goes. It just used Tail Whip on me, so now I've got higher attack.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, I'm doing a little bit more. Chipping away at it.
All right, I'm gonna try and get serious here.
Okay.
Me and my Daft Punk character.
Do you remember which member of Daft Punk is the one that wears that style of helmet?
Oh my god.
I couldn't tell you.
No, I do not. Off the top of my head.
Yeah.
Man, I remember as a kid when I saw the video for the first time for the Funk off Homework. It was just so different than anything I'd heard. I was like, I had no idea what it was. It was just crazy.
I don't know if we're doing enough damage to this.
I don't think we are. Come on. Force Palm.
My attacks are barely hitting it at all.
Yeah, I'm not doing much damage at all.
And it just knocked me out. Yep, I don't think that's gonna work.
It is Tom, by the way. You were right. Potato. John, I think, is the other name.
News you can use.
I got excited. I saw that they joined TikTok, and I know that they broke up a couple years ago, and I was hoping that this was some sort of reunion, but even if it's like reissues or shit like that of some of their older stuff, I'd be down for that.
Yeah.
Love that band. That did not go well.
No, it did not. It's not our finest moment. I feel like another thing, not to just make this the complaint about Pokemon Hour, but they've just completely devalued trainer battles. There's just I just don't do trainer battles anymore. I skipped over most of them because they were pointless. They took too much time compared to just
Are you saying
doing
like
the auto battles.
The random people out in the world?
Yeah.
Yeah. For sure.
So I've just got all these people who go like, "Hey, I'd fight you," and I go, "Well, I don't have to, and I'm not going to." And at this point, all my Pokemon are so overleveled that it would be an incredible waste of time to do this.
Yeah, I don't think that the reward you get is that great either.
Yeah, because it's just like one guy at a Pokemon Center that goes, "Oh, have you fought 4 of these people? Then I'll give you, I don't know, 3 Pokeballs." And I go, "Wow, thanks."
What about this raid?
A 4-star. Is that a Dragon Hypno?
Yes.
And I'd do it.
Potato, would you like to fight a 4-star Dragon Hypno? Feel free to join if that's a yes. Let's see. I'll just keep my dragon type out. I think that's the way to go. Fair enough. Actually, you know what? I'm going to use the one that you sent me, Chase.
Well, that's great, because I'm going to use the one you sent me.
Hell yeah. Okay.
Oh, that's okay. I thought you were going to do the other one.
Oh, I'll do that.
You can do whatever you want.
Thank you. I'll do that as well. We'll go out with a bang. Ooh, that is a cool looking one you got there, Potato.
Yeah, that's one of those. That's the Ice Dark.
Yeah.
Legend that very I think cool. Just kind of looks like a Paradox Persian.
Yeah, I can see that. It's a shame that they didn't do that. They could have saved what they did to that poor thing.
Bobby, we don't need a 4th. We can just okay. Take it on now if you start it. Well, 4-star, this thing will be no problem.
4 stars in this economy?
It is weird. I think we might have talked about this last week, but I know we've talked about it outside of the podcast. It is very strange the way that they've named and categorized Pokemon this go around. Mm-hmm. Like to have the Paradox Pokemon clearly be riffing on established Pokemon, having a couple of Paldean regional variants like Wooper, but then also having the like these, hey, a wink and a nod that these are basically regional variants, but we're not calling them regional variants, and they're completely new species of Pokemon like Wiglet and Wugtrio.
And they've done something else that's interesting with Taurus. being a
Yeah.
a Paldean form, but also the subset typing with that.
Right. And that's neat. I don't mind that, but it's just having all of these kind of similar but disparate mechanic ideas or categorizations. I just think it's very, very odd.
Yeah.
Like it feels messy that you have 3 different categorizations for the same general idea.
Agreed. Also, the Pokedex story that you shared there, Potato, that is really cool.
Well, there's our Hypno.
I don't think I have Hypno, so this works out. Didn't mean to use the timer ball, but here we are.
How you feeling, Bobby? Maybe we do one more raid?
Yeah, I think one more raid and then we can wrap it up tonight.
Yeah.
Works for me.
Now, next week, we've got an exciting new release
Yeah,
to play on Casual Mondays.
I watched a little gameplay of that today, and I gotta tell you, man, I think that game's gonna be a-okay. We're talking about Marvel's Midnight Suns. Game comes out on December 2nd. We'll talk more about that this Wednesday during our December preview episode.
Is that this Wednesday? Wow, I guess it is. Yeah.
Yeah.
Jeez. I should probably write that segment.
That would be helpful. That would be helpful indeed. Potato, I know you said you're going to be going to bed. Thank you for tuning in, and more importantly, thank you for hanging out and playing with us. I don't know if you were here when we said it, but we'll definitely be playing probably more of this later on. But I think as we're rounding out the year, we're probably going to check out a new game, and then we'll be getting into Game of the Year stuff. So we might not be playing this on stream for a little bit, but wanted to make sure that we got a chance to play it tonight with you for sure.
Yeah, I'm glad it worked out.
Yeah, and thanks for stopping by, Potato. Congrats on the PC. And I don't know if you're doing art online anymore, but I'd love to catch you doing some of that if you're streaming. It's great to catch up. Chase, let's see if we can find a 5-star to get out of here with.
Okay.
Try that.
Here's a 4-star Boros. See if we can do something better than that.
But yeah, Midnight Suns is looking pretty dope. I'm gonna pick that up and play that this week a little bit. Got some other fun stuff I've been playing that I'll talk about this week. Potato, take care. Not so much streaming, but I want to try again more casually in the future. Might take time though. Totally get it. Like, have a great night, rest up, and we'll catch you online sometime in the future. Take care.
Thanks for coming.
So yeah, because we've got this Monday coming up, and then are we at Game of the Year after that? I think we are.
Oh,
right?
God.
Are we?
You need to stop saying that.
I mean, shit, this Wednesday's episode 300. Episode 300.
Can we just, like, cancel the podcast? No. Not just this week, forever. Just end it.
No.
Call it good. We've had a good run.
Some might say. Oh, I did not want to challenge the group. Sorry, ignore that. It's a 3-star. We don't want to do this.
That's okay. I'm fighting Klefki.
While you're doing that, let me pull this up really quick so I can just keep myself honest on a few things. Okay. Let me back out of that. So today, going into next month. All right, so we've got Midnight Suns on Monday the 5th, which is a week from now, and then 2 weeks from tonight, we will be kicking off Game of the Year. So, and then we don't have another casual Monday. I don't have anything on the books, but it would probably be the 26th, that Monday the 26th. So we'll have to figure out what that looks like. Maybe we'll figure that out during our December preview.
Yeah. Or maybe something will come up Game of the Year wise that will go, oh yeah, let's play some. I don't know. We'll see.
Yeah.
All sorts of stuff.
We've got this this Friday. Johnny and I are going to be checking out that. We're going to see how it runs. I've heard. Well, I've only played the beta, and other folks that have played the beta. Sounds like that game's still in a pretty rough state. We talked about it on our show, but the Warhammer 40K Dark Tide that comes out on the 30th, and it's going to be on Game Pass. So we're gonna check it out. If it runs like dog shit, which I really hope it doesn't, but I'm not feeling too confident. It won't. We'll switch over to some Warzone DMZ runs.
Bobby, I think if I'm looking at this right, your crystals are only shown on your map.
Okay.
So you can see, because I just ran into a crystal that was yours, that said it was yours, but it doesn't show up on my map.
Okay. Okay.
So that might be the way
to do it.
There's another one that isn't on my map, and that was potatoes. So yeah, I think that's.
Is there a certain type? You said fairy. You like that one? I got a fairy one showing up.
Okay. Yeah.
Let me fly over towards that one. I'll set as a destination here.
Yeah, I think my preferred ones are fairy, ground, flying, and ghost.
Okay.
And I guess dark and steel also to an extent, because those also have immunities. Anyone that has an immunity, I'm pretty up with.
Fair.
Here's a 4-star Whiskash Psychic. I don't have a Whiskash. If you want to do that one.
Yeah, we can do that. That's fine. Let me see what this fairy one is really quick.
Yeah.
I'm not too far from it. God dang it. Yeah, so we've got a couple of new quick looks this week we'll talk about here in a little bit, and we've also got some more to record, but we'll break down all the next few weeks in our credits here in just a second. What are you gonna be all the way out here? Hey, look at that. I don't know what that is.
The Varoom.
Fairy Varoom, 5-star. You want to do this or yours? Probably. I don't know if we'll be able to do a 5-star, the two of us.
Probably not, honestly.
Yeah, you want to do yours?
Yeah, we can do mine.
Okay. Invite away. And you said this is a water psychic?
It's a psychic, but it's normally a water ground, so it'll probably have water ground moves.
Okay. What do you recommend?
I was going to use Brute Bonnet because it's grass dark, so it won't take anything from psychic. It'll take water and ground moves pretty well.
Yeah, I'll do you said you're doing water and dark or grass and dark?
Grass and dark.
I'll do the same thing.
It shouldn't be too tough.
We're gonna get them.
Oh, you know it.
This thing's gonna get wrecked.
I don't have very good moves on this on my brute bonnet, but
I've got a foul play, but I need to. I think I can change forms up here.
yeah. I've also had my accuracy lowered twice now, and my
shit.
attack lowered once. So I don't know how useful I'm going to be in the rest of this match.
Well, I was curious if I was going to have a grass or a dark type on mine. It looks like dark, which is very cool.
Yeah.
So I should be able to do some nasty work here. Yep, that's going to do okay.
Good news is he cannot do any sort of damage to me.
Same, like barely hurting me here. I should be able to bust him here.
Yeah, I'm gonna cheer. 'Cause I think that's probably gonna help you out more than.
Definitely get the other two hitting harder.
Alright.
Yeah, we're gonna get him here.
There it is.
You done, son. You
Nicely
done.
finished. Bobby, did you finish Mario plus Rabbids?
No, that's on the sprint right now. I've got, I think, 2 more worlds there to get through. So I'm working hard at that one, but I've got a handful of things that I've wrapped up that we'll be talking about on the show this week.
Nice.
So I'm chipping away, working on it.
I think I've really only got 3 games that I'd like to get to before Game of the Year. Well, 3 that I have not. 3 that have already come out at this point. December, who knows what December holds? I'm sure there'll be a thing or two. But in terms of games I already own and feel like I need to play, I think there's really only 3 of them. And if I'm being honest with myself, probably really only 2 that I need to get to before we actually do Game of the Year.
Fair.
And that shouldn't be too bad.
All right. I wrapped that up. Let me move this over here so we can talk to the fine folks. Hey, if you are new and you're tuning in watching us, thank you so much for hanging out tonight. I'm Bobby. Hanging out with me, that's Chase. We are 2/3 of the casual hour. Johnny comes back to stream with me on Friday nights. You can see beneath us our schedule, and we were alluding to some of the stuff with Game of the Year. So we're going to give you a lot here in this. I'll tell you right up front, follow that link there for all things casual hour. And if you want to hang out with what we've got going on, we'll do that. Also, not listed here, Hive Social, up and coming social network. We're on there at the casual hour as well. Let's talk about the week ahead. So we just got off of a break for Thanksgiving. We were not doing a whole lot besides playing games last week. This week, though, We have Pokemon Scarlet and Violet tonight. Chase and we both beat this game. Probably not going to stream this anytime soon again. Tomorrow, we've got a quick look for God of War Ragnarok. I will tell you very little to no spoilers at all. It's a shorter, quick look, more just talking and showing off a little bit of the game, but we wanted to protect that narrative. So really cool. Johnny and I recorded that. Going to be up youtube.com/casual hour, 10 a.m. Central. Wednesday, episode 300, which is bonkers to say out loud, of our show. Happens to be one of my favorite types of show, which is a preview episode. Chase is going to walk us through the games coming out in December. We'll pick the ones that we're most excited for. We'll also tell you about the games that we were most excited for from November, and we'll find out, did they hit like we thought they would. Thursday, we've got a quick look that Chase and I recorded for Pentiment from Obsidian Studios, a really kick-ass narrative-driven game, high style. I put some more time in with that. It continues to be really cool, and I really appreciate the creative control Obsidian gives you over the narrative that is being told. I think that's a ton of fun. And then Friday night, Johnny and I are going to attempt to get to war with our hammer and play 40k Dark Tide. Hearing it's a little rough. The beta that we played was really rough. I don't know how much will be polished up. If it falls apart and we just can't functionally play it, we'll fall back on a Call of Duty Warzone DMZ runs that night. But I'm going to tease, because we don't have a whole lot left this year, the week of the 5th. So next week, we'll have at least a new game to stream before Game of the Year, which is Marvel's Midnight Suns. We'll be playing that a week from today right here on Twitch. We're going to have a combination of quick looks next week, potentially one for Pokemon, potentially one for Warhammer. There's a game called Soulstone Survivors. We might even have a quick look for Marvel. We'll see. We've got some options for next week. But we're going to move our podcast from Wednesday to Thursday night next week to celebrate the Game Awards. That takes place on Thursday. We're going to have a fast follow from that show and do a live episode that night talking about our reaction for the winners and the trailers and all the stuff announced during the Game Awards. So that'll be a fun episode to come and get our thoughts on. And then Friday, it'll be, Warhammer, Call of Duty, something like that with Johnny for sure. Chase, that's the things that we're going to be doing. What are you going to be doing? Your links are there in chat.
They are. You go look at them. I haven't done a Chase K Plays thing for a little bit. I probably won't until after Game of the Year.
Fair.
Pilot Program is a podcast I do with my good friend Pierce Corshane, where we watch the first episode of different TV shows. The last one we did was on The Boys, and the next one we're going to do is on WWF at the time, Monday Night Raw.
Okay.
That should be recording. I did not look at the times that well. It might be recording during the Game Awards, which would not work out all that well. We'll figure it out. Maybe something will get moved. Maybe I'll call Jeff and get him to move the Game Awards for us.
Thanks, Jeff. Please do.
But yeah, there will be a new episode of that sometime in December. Those are the things that are going on right now.
Very cool. Well, this has been a fun stream. Shout out to Potato, who came and hung out with us tonight, do some raids. We will be back live on Twitch Wednesday night with episode 300 of the Casual Hour, 10:30 p.m. Central. And in between now and then, go check out our YouTube channel, where we've got a ton of quick looks already. We've got prior streams from Twitch brought over there as video on demand, so you can learn a little bit more about us. Also, our podcast. I didn't mention this, but every Friday morning, wherever you listen to podcasts, if you don't want to watch it live, you can certainly listen to it. Anywhere you listen to podcasts, search the Casual Hour, you'll find it. Everybody have a great night. Be safe. Take care. We'll talk to you all soon.